Hi, so this is a lesson for level 3. This is Unit 2, Lesson D. This is on page 18 of your textbook, and it starts with reading. So we've mentioned before blog. Blogger is the person who writes the blog. So on this page are 2 blog entries. Please pause the video and take a moment to read this first entry. Okay, so I'd like to highlight a few important words. Hopefully you know where Guatemala is. It's a country in Central America, just south of Mexico. Mayan ruins are very famous structures. So you might have seen pictures of these before. But they're like pyramids. So these are very famous tourist attractions. Okay. And then this bird, quetzal, is this bird here. It's a very colorful hummingbird. And Ipala volcano, this is the picture here. So hopefully you know volcano is a mountain that the lava comes up out. And so this volcano has a big lake at the top. Flat tire in your car. Hopefully this has not happened to you, but this is a flat tire. So they got a flat tire when they were driving up there, and then the rain made everything get soaked. So soaked is when something has just full of water, but they were dry because the tent didn't leak. Hot springs. I've never been to a hot spring, but I've always wanted to go. These are natural water or lakes where the water is hot, and it's like taking a hot bath. So they found hot springs and a hot waterfall, which is why standing underneath it is like taking a hot shower. Okay, so let's go to the next entry. And this blogger went to a country in South America. So please pause the video to take a moment to read this entry. Okay, so here, this blogger went to Brazil. And she says that we got stuck. So got stuck means somehow you're delayed or unable to leave. So they missed Carnival in Rio. Rio is short for Rio de Janeiro. And Carnival is a big celebration held every year, usually towards the end of winter in the city. So uploading is taking photos and then posting them onto her website or her blog. And we've talked about surfing. Parasailing is this picture here. Sightseeing is what tourists do. So if you are a tourist in Los Angeles, then you might go see Hollywood, Disneyland. So usually tourists will do sightseeing. Sugarloaf Mountain is a famous landmark in Brazil. I'm sure you've seen pictures of it. So here is Sugarloaf Mountain, and you can see you're able to take a cable car up to the top. And then some foods, like here, I don't know what this is, but she describes what it is, a bean and meat dish. Okay, so underneath is a true false. Take a moment to look back at the blog post and choose your answer for true or false. Okay, so let's start. Number one, the answer is false. Number two, also false. Number three is false. Number four is false. Number five is false. Six is the only one that's true. Okay, so let's go to the next page. Oops. And this is the listening. So in the video, I'll only play the listening one time. So if you want to listen again, please rewind the video to listen as many times as you would like. And also the video is captioned. So if you want to see the script, be sure to turn on the closed captions and then you can see all the words being spoken. So let's listen. These two people are talking about Suzanne and her trip to New Zealand. So the first time you listen, check next to the pictures that show activities that Suzanne has done.
Page 19, Lesson D, Travel Blogs. 2, Listening, A Traveler's Adventures. A and B. Listen to Suzanne's friends talk about her trip to New Zealand.
So, yeah, I guess Suzanne is having a really fun trip in New Zealand. Have you read her blog?
No, I didn't know she was writing one. So what's she doing?
Well, yesterday she went hang gliding. She says she was really scared.
Was she? I'm not surprised. You know Suzanne. She's always been scared of trying anything new.
Yeah, fortunately she was with a friend, she says. They took them up in pairs, so...
Huh. So, did Suzanne meet up with her relatives? Her mom has some family there. She wanted to spend a couple of days with them.
She did? Actually, yeah, she did say her aunt and uncle were there. I think she stayed at their house. That's right, she said she's been hiking and stuff like that with them.
Yeah? Nice. So what else has she done? Has she been up in the north? I heard the hot springs are really amazing up there.
Yeah, I think she actually went in them. Anyway, she's taken a lot of photos, and they're on her blog. Amazingly, they're pretty good photos. I mean, you know what she's usually like with a camera. Her photos are usually terrible.
I know. Well, good for her. I'd love to go to New Zealand. I've never even been out of the country.
You haven't? Me neither.
Okay, so let's check your answers for the first part. So the activity she's done, you should have checked number 1, number 3, and number 5. Okay, so please listen to the video one more time. Rewind the video to listen again, and then take a moment to write your answers to these questions here. Okay, so let's check your answers. Number 1, how does Suzanne's friend know about her trip? He read about it on her blog. And then number 2, does Suzanne like to try new things? The answer, no. She's always scared of trying anything new. Number 3, what family does Suzanne have in New Zealand? So she has an aunt and uncle. And did she meet them on the trip? Yes, she did. What are Suzanne's photos like? They're good. Her friends are surprised because her photos are usually terrible. And then the last one, have Suzanne's friends traveled a lot? The answer is no. Both of them state at the end of the listening that they've never left the country. Okay, so the next part is practice showing attitude. So take a moment to read this short post about this experience. Okay, so the adverbs of attitude in this blog, fortunately, amazingly, and unfortunately. So this box on the right explains these adverbs of attitude, and they show how you feel about something. So here, by reading this excerpt, we know that fortunately and amazingly are positive. They show a good attitude towards the topic. Unfortunately is negative. It shows disappointment. So here, because the writer didn't see this bird, this was negative, and he'll have to go back again to find this bird. So the last part of the lesson is writing, and you can submit this to me whatever way is easiest for you. I would like for you to take photos of your textbook work and send that to me. You can do that through the Canvas assignment page. You can send me a message in Canvas and attach those photos. And or if it's easier, you can also send me the photos of your work through Remind. So please include both pages of the textbook and this blog entry here. And I would like to use your writing during one of our meetings to go over any errors or questions you have in the writing. Okay, so that's what I have for this lesson today. Again, please write down any questions you have so that we can talk about it during our next Zoom meeting. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.